I'm Koben Hofmeyr, and this is why 2018 was the most important year of my life. The reason I say so is because it was a year that I won't want to relive or miss, but it was a year that I was privileged to have in my life. Therefore, it was not the best year, but the most important. I have my reasons when I say that. It changed my life, my relationships, my body. It changed me, and I'm thankful for that. Now, before I dive into what happened in order for all of this to take place, let me tell you where it all began.
And therefore, I'll need to date back to the December of 2017, when I went on holiday with my family to the Eastern Cape. Throughout the vacation, I was trained by my father for the athletic season that was to follow that following January. I gradually grew a negative perspective about the sport, pushing myself to the limit to please my dad that wanted me to follow his legacy. And this is where I started to become rebellious and aggressive towards my father. Verbal conflict became a habit in our household, by slowly killing our relationship, but the rest of my family's relationships followed. I grew more away from my parents and fighted with my siblings, which led me to search for satisfaction with bad influencing friends and alcoholism. Still, I did the athletics where I participated in 100, 200, 400 meters as well as shot put. Halfway through the season, I developed a physical condition called juvenile chondrosis in the hips that made me quit the season.
Roughly a month later, the rugby season began, and I captained the under 16-18. It's the third year that I played at the inside centre position, and I was proud to represent my school. So the season progressed until the match day featuring away games at Warmbad. On this day, the 19th of May 2018, a whistle blew to the start of a game that will forever change the lifestyle of a normal teenage boy.
In the second half, short after I scored a try next to the post, I came upon a life-changing tackle when the opposing team's lock broke through our defensive line. We were both on high speed when I came in for the tackle, and my head got stuck between his thighs. I heard the snap and I felt pins and needles through my entire body. When I felt overwhelming pain in my neck, I knew something was wrong. The first thing I did was check if I could move my legs, and they did.
I was stabilized via a stretcher under a medic tent, waiting for more than an hour for an ambulance to arrive at the sports grounds, so I could be transferred to a hospital just 3 blocks away. It took another hour for the x-rays to be taken, and then another hour for the doctor to inform us what happened. After 3.5 hours, I heard news that I wasn't sure if I should be calm, concerned, or scared about. I was informed that I broke my neck at C4 to C6, mainly at C6. After 6 o'clock, an ambulance was dispatched to transport me to Pretoria Green Knife Hospital. When the ambulance personnel perused the injury on the x-rays, they totally refused to transport me as the injury was way too dangerous. Then the fight against time began, as a spinal cord injury should be treated within 6 hours after the injury. The medical aid telephonically informed my mother that they first need 4 quotations in order to approve an airlift evacuation. Time passed by. Ambulance personnel, my mother, family and friends started to phone for whoever we could to try and assist in any way possible, while I started losing feeling and movement in my body. The ER24 personnel was ready to go for mid-runt at approximately 7 o'clock that night. But still no confirmation from the medical aid. Felt as if they were taking away my future with every passing minute. The last time my mother phoned, she was pleading with the telephone operator to please approve the evacuation, as I was now totally paralyzed. I could not understand why it was taking so long.
Hundreds of thoughts went through my mind. At 11:15, the airlift evacuation started. When we landed at Groenkloof Live, I had no feeling or any movement left. In the early hours of the morning, I was operated. Then the toughest time I've ever dealt with in my 15 years started.
During the 4 months of hospitalization and rehabilitation, I've learned that life goes on no matter what your circumstances are. And I figured all will go well if I followed. Yes, I realize a lot of things has changed that day, and it's okay to mourn over what you've lost. But you need to know when to get out of that hole and be thankful for what's left. No matter what your circumstance is, there will always be someone with an even worse situation than yours.
And therefore I'm thankful for my injury, as it showed me the bigger meaning to life. That you only live once, and so do your loved ones. So cherish every second, every moment, every memory, and even every conversation. One of the saddest things to think about is you never know when you'll be able to speak to one another again. When I thought about it, I made my family my right hand and built new relationships. I now realize that these tough times defines a person inside of you. It also defines the people around you by how they react or respond to your situation. For example, I realized who my true friends are, who stuck by my side through thick and thin.
Also showed my physical as well as my spiritual endurance. For instance, keeping strong is one of the toughest things to do when most necessary. And it's most necessary when we meet massive setbacks in life. It creates doubt, negativity, and makes you tired of hoping to hope. I myself had a massive setback when I broke my neck during a rugby match at the age of 15. Being paralyzed from the shoulders down to my legs, including my hands, took me on a road I wasn't sure if I'm ready for.
I was confused, full of questions, asking why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? Until I came to a point where I was questioning life itself. I silenced my doubts with a simple phrase, yet a powerful thought I came up with. If you ever had the chance to admit life is unfair, you were privileged enough to have one. People often ask how someone in my position can be so positive, why my current circumstances doesn't affect me. What do I do to be so mentally strong? I then replied that I don't look down, I don't look back, because that's not where God is. Therefore I only look up and forward, because that's where my Lord is.
He is presently at my side daily. Even if life gets rough or challenging, He has already got my future planned. God is present, yet He is future. Therefore, let your present sculpt your future. Don't mind your past. What happened is over. I cannot change that because it's part of God's plan. Even if part of the plan is to hit me down. And when it hit me down physically, I couldn't stand up. But in my heart and mind, I stood up, looking up to my Savior for strength and faith. But sometimes when I look up, it seems dark. But I keep on reminding myself to stand strong. I keep on reminding myself that there's a light at the end of that tunnel. Because God in His light will always be there waiting on His warrior to overcome his obstacles. And that's why I keep on having faith and fighting till the end. If it's a long way, may the Lord bless you with patience and endurance as He did for me.
In 2018, on the 19th of May, I was reborn as a new individual. Stronger, wiser, thankful, and privileged enough to say, alive. I met the biggest names in South Africa and proud to say an inspiration to them. Also invited to huge, breathtaking events. It's been tough, but it's been a blessing. That's why 2018 was the most important year of my life.
Oh, 2019.
Bring it on.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Please do me a huge favor, share this video, hit the like and subscribe. I'm sorry we uploaded so late. We have got technical issues throughout the day and some network difficulties. Hope you guys understand, and please go down and comment your highlights of the video and which message meant the most to you. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.